Hello YouTube, I'm back again. This time I'm in the computer room and I'm going to go ahead and take apart my brand new tower, my Alienware tower here. It's the Aurora R10, and the reason why I'm going to be tearing it apart is because I did not get this with the liquid cooled for the CPU. So I've seen a lot of YouTube videos about the heat sinks, the standard heat sinks that comes with these, and they are small and they don't cover up the whole CPU for cooling. I guess it's like a circle that goes, you know, right in the center, about the size of a quarter. So that made me a little nervous, and I noticed that this thing's been running a little hotter than normal. So it's been, well, it's almost been a year since I bought this. It's getting pretty close. So I figured, well, I'll try it without the cooler, or without the liquid cooler. Because when I ordered this, I don't think it was an option. Now I'm thinking about it, so alright, so what we're going to do, well, let me show you the liquid cooler here. I went to my nearest Best Buy and up in Erie, and it was on sale, the Corsair Hydro Series H60. It was on sale for $69.99. It was retailed $70.99, as you can see there. So out the door was $74.19, which is pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead and move this out of the way. Here is the Corsair pump, brand spanking new. Everybody's recommending this to lower the temperatures. So let's go ahead and get everything started. I'm going to go ahead and unplug it. Unplug all the cables in the back and find a nice work area here, and let me get that started. Alright, what a massive thing of wires. There's a lot of wires there. So yeah, so I got it off over here. Right now what you have to do to open this up, you see it says the Aurora R10 right there. You got to take that screw out and unlock it here and unlock it here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Take out the screw. I don't know if it comes out all the way. Or is it one of those capture ones? Yeah, I think it's one of those capture ones. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and unlock it there and unlock it here. Okay. So now this side should come right off. But I'm going to go ahead and put you down here so you can see what's going on here. Trying to take this off nicely here. There we go. Oh, you pull this out. Yeah, okay, let me get you back up here. Yeah, you pull this out like that to unlock it. Alright. Oh, here goes nothing. Lay it down. And there's the cover. That's a little dusty. Yeah, looks like I have to take that out to the workshop and blow it out. So now let me grab you again here. This is what it looks like inside my computer case. Yeah. There's that big fan, the case fan. I tried to buy that today, a Corsair case fan, but they're all sold out. That Best Buy is like empty. I just couldn't believe how empty it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can lift up this power supply. Let's see, unlock again. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Well, that's a big power supply. I wonder what the wattage is on that. I have no idea. But okay, there it is. I wish I had a flashlight. I might have to go grab one. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I got the flashlight so I can see in there. I do have 2 sticks of RAM. So they're 8 gig sticks. HyperX. Boy, I was a little worried about that. That's pretty cool. There's the heatsink for the CPU, and I want to get that out of there. And then also move this fan and get that out of there. Well, they are pretty cheap fans. Yeah, there's the Alienware Aurora. Alright, pretty neat. I guess I do have a lot of room in here for the hose. I was a little worried about that also. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start taking things apart. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead, first things first, I want to take off this graphics card right here. It looks like you just lift this up like that and take it right off. Pretty neat little setup. Oh yeah, we'll do that. Get that out of the way. I guess the more things you take out, the better. So we're going to go ahead and unplug the graphics card. Oh, that's a little bit tight. There's a 6-pin connector and an 8-pin connector. Okay, we'll move that over to the side. And now we have to go down deep to get that little locking mechanism. So we're going to go ahead and see if I can get that. Oh yeah, that's easy. Then we wiggle this out. And there's the graphics card. It's the 2080 Super. There, we'll give you up close. It's the blower fan type. Pretty big. I'm going to go ahead and take pictures of this. Oh, I guess you can put that in SLI if you had another one. Right there, there's the plug port. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put this aside. So now, boy, we can really look in there and take a good look. There's my, what do you call it? My M.2 storage right there. Yeah, that is one fast SSD M.2. I just cannot believe how fast that is. Alright, so we're looking around here. Okay. DIMM 1 and DIMM 2 are the channels for the RAM. So that's good. Alright, I might not have to move that. Alright, so now the fun part begins. Let's go ahead and get this out here. I wonder if I can stick you guys somewhere here on a down view without it falling. I don't know if I can. See if I can bring this up a little bit more. Nope. Alright. Well, what we have to do now is we got to take the screwdriver and loosen up the 4 screws for the heat sink. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Alright, let's do it. Oh, they're turning. They're turning pretty nice. Just loosen them up. Okay, there's one. And you should be using a static strap or whatever. But if you keep touching metal, you should be fine. There's two. I should have done this in the cross pattern. Well, she sprung right up. Go ahead and get this one right here too. Huh. Oh, that's pretty hard to get in there. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that power supply is pretty neat how it works. Excuse the dog if you hear him. Okay. Get this one. There, she's off. Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, there it is. Boy, that thermal paste is not very good at all. Let me unplug the fan here. Look at that, guys. That is not very good at all. See, it's a circular thing. I don't like that. So let me get you a closer look at what's going on here. Yeah, there it is. See how it's just a circle? It's not even covering all the CPU. That ain't good. Definitely not good at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and clean this up, spit shine it, make it look nice. And now number 2 project is to get this fan out of here. So it looks like just that one screw. We'll take the fan out and then we unplug the fan header. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Hopefully you can see everything good. One screw. Yeah, it's a different chassis design, that's for sure. Yeah, one screw right there. Unplug it from the motherboard. The 4-pin fan. Now, how? Oh, you got to slide it towards the front of the case, and then pull it out. Yeah, that's not a very good fan either. Yuck. Brushless. It's one of those cheap, flimsy fans. Oh boy. Yeah. So I'll put that aside for a moment. I'm going to take you in and show you what's going on in here. Now I guess that cage, that black cage comes out. So we're going to go ahead and do that. It only comes out this way. So I wonder, looks like that screw right there. Alright, well, let's try it. Okay, got that screw. Now it should just pull out, I think. Yep, it just comes right out. Hopefully you can see. See, it's coming right out. But you don't want to hurt your RAM. So we're going to go like this, try to maneuver it around. Let me go ahead and do that. I'll be right back. Okay, it's out. So as you can see in there, there's the top lid. And I don't have to take that out. All that does is, it's a cover, you just pull up on it. And it has a lot of clips. But I did unplug the this power connector here for the motherboard. One part of the motherboard. I unplugged that to get that out of there. Man, look how nasty that is. It's all dried. Oh God, yeah. That's not good. No wonder my temperatures were going up. No good at all. So we're going to go ahead and clean that with some rubbing alcohol. I think I have 91% rubbing alcohol, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Alright, now it's time to unbox the radiator. Go ahead and open this up real quick. I don't know if you guys can see that. Brand new, sealed in the box. This time I did not get it from eBay. Usually I get everything from eBay, but I wanted it now so I can make this video as soon as I can. If I would have got it off of eBay, I would have waited, oh boy, at least a week probably to get it. And, you know, it took me a few hours of driving to go get this. About an hour and a half one way. It's well worth it to me. So, there it is. There's the plastic off of it. See how this comes out. Put the knife down. How does this come apart? I want to destroy it. Oh, I think from the sides. Yep, from the sides. That's what it looks like. There's one side. And up she goes. Alright, let's get you up here. And that's what you get in the box. You get the instructions. Shows you all the parts that's inside the box. Alright, so I'll put that aside because we will be using that. Kind of styrofoam. Oh, is that beautiful. Beautiful packaging right there. Go ahead and take it out. Get everything out of the box. Alright. Here's the radiator and the heat sink or the pump. You know, that's a nice square right there. That's the whole CPU right there. I'll go ahead and take this right out of plastic. Gently set that down. Here's the nice Corsair fan. I don't know if it's brushless. It doesn't really say on the package there, but here it is. Beautiful. And there's a couple more little odds and ends in here. There's that. And the screws. Yeah, we got this little screw bag right here. And then you have the brackets, it looks like, right here in this little package. Put that aside for a minute. Yep, you have this here. I'm not for sure which one's what. And we're not using this one because I already have that. That's the back of the motherboard, I do believe. Mine's already set in there because it's AMD. I do believe we're using this. Let's see in the instructions. Here, we'll get them out. Alright, what do we have to do first? Okay, yeah, this is, oh, that's the Intel bracket. Okay. Oh, here's the AMD one. But it looks like we are going to use this because it might just fit in there. Let me go ahead and take a look. Oh yeah, that fits in there nicely. So even though it's the new Ryzen, you use this. This one fits beautiful on all four. So we're definitely going to use that. Yeah, there's that on the back of the motherboard. I already have that installed. Okay. Yeah, just taking a look-y here and see what's going on. What I should do is go ahead and put the fan onto the radiator. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Alright, I started to mount the fan onto the radiator. Let's slide you over here a little bit. You're using the long Phillips screws and the little washer. And you put them down through the hole like so. Alright, get them started by hand. Now I put the fan this way, okay, because it's taking all the air and blowing it out the top. So if I ever want to do a push-pull system, I get another one of these fans and put it on the back and continue on doing that. Now that will definitely be in the future. See how this works first. But yeah, it's kind of awkward here trying to be careful with the water pump there. Go ahead and put these screws on. And just dump the bag right onto the desk here. It's a lot easier trying to find screws and stuff. You could do this any way you want, but with this type of case, I'm going to vent it out the top. That's why I have this mounted like this. So we're going to go ahead and tighten these up. Regular Phillips screwdriver. I'm just going to snug it. I'm going to do the cross pattern, definitely. Just snugging it up, not very tight. That's about it there. One more. Now I put the, let me show you this after I'm done here. Screwing this down. I don't want to do it too tight. So that's tight there. Tight there. Go over here. Give that a little bit of tightness. And this here too. That should be good to go. Nothing too tight, but tight enough. Alright, so I put the fan like this because when you put this in to your box right here, you have to make sure all your cable management looks nice. So I have the cable coming out over here, out the bottom of the fan, so it's going to be on this side. Alright, so now what you have to do is take your box and push it in, just like that. Now, hopefully that's going to be all you need, because on the back here you have screw mounts here. I don't know if that radiator, yeah, see, it all lines up with the radiator, so I'm wondering if you're supposed to put some screws right there to hold everything from vibrating out. But that's as sure as a snug fit. in there. I don't know what to do. They only give you 4 screws to mount the fan, and you definitely want that mounted nice. So, alright, the next step is to go ahead and put this bad boy into the computer. Alright, we've got everything sitting in there. Now, we still keep this plastic cover on, because you want to keep that nice. You don't want to mess up that, that thermal paste right there. I got the bracket on for the 4 mounts. It goes right over top of that. And then it looks like I need these 4 standoffs, which are the same on both ends, both, same length. So we're going to use those, and we're going to go ahead and screw those in when the time comes. Right now what I want to do is go ahead and mount the fan back in its hole over there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Alright, we have it started. It went in pretty easy. So we're going to go ahead and push it back all the way. So let me do that now. We're just going to push it all back in all the way, like so, until everything matches up over there. See how everything looks, and there's that screw mount right there down below. Wonder if you have to slide that over. Most likely do. Yeah, just like that. See, now you see the screw holes lined up here and there. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead. I got to find those screws and go ahead and put them in right now. Okay, what I did was I put this into an angle, just like that. You see, I put 2 screws on the back holding that radiator on. I just feel a little bit better about it instead of having a pressure fit. So now what we got to do is just push it back in again. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. And I'm going to put the 2 screws back in. Okay, she's in. And now I have the water block right here. And I want all the hosing go over top of the RAM. And the reason for that is when this power supply comes down, I don't want it to crush into these water lines. And it looks like that we have a lot of room back into here. More room back here than we do up front when this is closed. So yeah, so that's why I put the hoses over to here on top of that. Here is the fan plug here, so we're going to go ahead and turn that around and plug that in to the top fan. And there we go. There's that. We're going to go ahead and plug in the power for the motherboard there, the CPU. Okay, everything looks good. And this is your pump fan. So it looks like it goes right here. But it's only a three prong. So it looks like it goes on these back 3 here. Because if you look on the back of your plug here, there's that plastic locking mechanism right there on the top when you turn it around. That lines up with the back of this here, that little clip. So we're going to go ahead and plug that in like so on the last 3. Like that. So I'll make sure I get that all the way. Yep. Looks good. So I got all that plugged in. And now we have to get the standoffs. I cleaned the CPU. I'm going to clean it one more time with the lint-free cloth and rubbing alcohol just to get, because my hands were in there. As you can tell, I'm resting my hands on the metal of the case to keep from static charge. So right over here are the 4 standoffs you need. It looks like the ones with the same threads on both sides. So we're going to go ahead and use those, and this is the bracket that you're going to be using. Even though this is a Ryzen AMD socket, but it has the mount that goes like that right over top of it, just like so. So that's why you need this here. So we're going to go ahead and install these real quick, and we'll go from there. Alrighty guys, I got everything in there again. Oh, that just makes me feel a little bit better knowing that that is secured inside. Now if I wanted to put another fan on top, I have to take the top off the computer, and then you'll see those 2 screws, and I can always replace them later. I went ahead and cleaned the CPU again, and I installed the standoffs. They're looking really nice. And just a FYI, the Corsair pump right there has a protective film on it. It's right there. Make sure you peeled that off. I don't know if you can see it. Make sure you peel that off before you install that bracket right there. And here are the thumb screws that you're going to use to install the pump onto the CPU. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now, and then I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Okay, before I go any further here, I wanted to show you. See the standoffs? Try to put them right in the middle of the bracket, the pill-shaped hole right there. Make sure they're all about the same, and then you screw them down. Go ahead and finish the last 2. Alright, so I got it on there. Looking pretty styling there. Get the flashlight out. Everything looks good. I'm going to make sure the RAM is seated in there pretty nice. I went ahead and did the star pattern on that, and they're tight. I just used a screwdriver on the top and just turn it so they're snugged. Alright. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, and I want to see if I can close this and stuff, and I'm going to probably go ahead and first things first is go ahead and get the graphics card back in and go from there. Go ahead and do that now. Alright, I've turned everything back on, put everything back together, and there she is. She's up and running, and I want to point out some things here. Let me bring this up here a minute so you can see it better. Alright, as you can tell, the CPU diode is at 9188 Fahrenheit. Okay. Now, with the regular air cooler, you can look on my phone here, a normal startup, it's at 127 was the lowest of the Fahrenheit. That is amazing. Right there. Perfect. So we know the pump is working. The highest it's getting right now, it's 90, 105, 102, 99, 96, as you can see. That is amazing. I have never seen it that low at all. So, and then you look at the fan speed, the CPU fan speed is 4,200 RPMs about. And if you look on here, you see 1,600 RPMs. Now with the gauge there, that small little gauge, the three red fans, gauges right there, the red marks, look at that. It's past the red marks, you got three green ones, so you know that's really cooling right there. That is amazing. So I think we did it. It works great. I'm going to keep monitoring this and just in case, you know. And so, alrighty guys, it's a big improvement so far, just at idle. And again, that's in Fahrenheit. Okay. That is amazing. So we're going to go ahead and move this over to here. And we're going to continue monitoring that right there. I have never seen it that low. And that CPU fan was never that high, which is now the pump. I'm going to probably relabel this in that Adidas 64 to say pump fan. Alrighty guys, well I hope that helps out somebody. I mean, this is my first time of doing it, and yeah, just go slow, read the instructions, and make sure you remove this cap too. Okay, you're going to notice when you screw it down, but remove this before you mount that down. And here's a pile of parts right there. Alrighty guys, again, thanks for watching, and I'll be talking to you.